Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. This is an unboxing of the Numinous Astro deck. Thought I would do that on my channel. Thank you for showing up. Thank you for subscribing, liking, sharing, commenting, and hitting me up for a personal reading and for all your beautiful good karma donations. Okay, so let's begin. I have probably 80 different decks that I have, and I did not do unboxing with those. But I thought, you know what, I really wanted to do it with this deck. Why? Because I wanted to learn more about astrology. Now, I haven't had my own chart done because where I was born, they did not do that. So I have no idea what time I was born. My mom says one thing, my dad says another. But being that I'm realizing my personality, I'm getting a gist of my own rising and so forth. So as you see, it comes in a very big, beautiful box. This is by Ruby Warrington with Bess Matassa. And here's the back of the box. It's a good, sturdy, hard box. It's got this beautifully shimmering front and these beautiful flowers, and the fish is just absolutely beautiful. So we're going to go ahead and unbox and let's do a review. Just gonna go ahead, and I literally got that. I saw a couple other tarot people that do tarot readings, and I said, wow, that is beautiful. So I ordered mine off of Amazon. So if you'd like to order yours, it's off of Amazon. And as you see in the inside of the box, it says the particulars of stardust from which our soul is woven. The numinous is the unknowable essence of our being. And we have right here, so I'm just getting here, is this true north? I'm not sure the message with that, the T and the N. And as you see, it's got a great little box because there's two different decks that comes with it. Here I'm seeing that there's a deck of the planets and here's a deck of the houses. And we're gonna go through that, so it's a great box to keep it in and keep it nice and steady for yourself. So I'm gonna go ahead and take the first one out and take this one out, and I will go through, but let's first go through the book. And you see it's a pretty big book, and I like that. I like having pretty big books to go through. And as it starts out, it's a 45 card astrology deck. And here, let's begin. So there's an introduction in regards to the cards. What is astrology? So it explains astrology. If you've never had your chart done, this book helps you. So it says, what is Numinous Astrology? Astrology for the now age. How to read your birth chart. So I thought that was really interesting because I'd like to learn more about houses and in regards to my birth chart, so I can have a better understanding of how to read that when I'm looking at other people when they do astrology. It talks about the puzzle pieces of chart interpretation, the elements, fire, and here it goes into water, earth, and air, and then talks about the planets, the signs, the houses, and then it goes into the aspects, the signs that are in the houses, the empty houses, and here it says, getting started to pro tips for diving in. Start with what you know. And I love that. So this is, if you want to learn about astrology, if you want to learn about your chart and how things are interwoven together for you, depending on what time you were born and where your chart is and what planets, what your sunrise is and so forth. So this is for chart interpretation and how to use the cards. And it pretty much goes into the explanation of the cards. So it says the signs, like for example, here it says the 12 signs of the zodiac represent the different parts of our personality. Each chart and each of us contains all the signs. The planets and houses ruled by each sign in our chart shows how these different energies are expressed. So for example, when you find out as you do your chart, where Aries is in your chart, it's the first starter. So the keywords for Aries is self-confidence, decisive, forceful, strong, outgoing, thrill-seeking, desiring, victorious, explosive, egotistical, passionate, pushy, hot-headed, impatient, inconsiderate, and careless. And then it talks about the quality. Aries is a cardinal sign. The element is fire. The planet for Aries is Mars. it's in the first house. The symbol is the ram. The body is the head. The color is red. The metal is iron. Gemstone is diamond, and the city, New York. And you can learn more about that as it goes through for every sign. So like for myself, I'm a Cancer. So reading that, it says the doula, keyword imaginative, fantastical, loony, nurturing, sheltering, cozy, rhythmic, artistic, homey, internal, touchy, clingy, engulfing, devouring, safe. Cardinal sign, element water, the planet is the moon, rules the fourth house. The symbol is the crab. The body part is the breasts. The color is violet. The metal is silver. And the gemstone is purple. So as it's going through, I'll talk about every single one and what it rules. And it's really good to know that. And then it goes through the planets. So it talks about the sun being mission, will. So it's a great way for you to learn, and not only the tarot cards, but also the planets and what each planet is talking about, whether it's Uranus and it's Mercury, Neptune, Chiron, the planet of healing. And it just goes through, and it's really a great way to use that. I like to know, what is a semi-sextile, what's a quincunx, and a lot of things that I've always wanted to learn. And I thought, what a great way to get in touch and to really learn about the third house, the fourth house, and what the houses mean. So let's go through the different decks. Here's the first deck. It's pretty, and as you're seeing here, if I'm comparing it to, let's say, the After Tarot, so the size, it's a little bit wider, but it's pretty sturdy. It's a pretty sturdy card, so it's pretty nice holding it in my hands if I want to shuffle. It's got a good shuffle. It's got great. So now I'm going to go through just to show you. Like, for example, it's got the fourth house, and it talks about the fourth house. And I was saying Cancer ruled by the fourth house, which is roots. And in here it says family, home, background, comfort, cooking, inner world, real estate, shelter, self-care, rejuvenation, habits, and shell. And then it goes into Sagittarius, Scorpio. So it tells each sign what each sign represents. Taurus, and it's so beautiful as you're seeing the color and the artwork on these is absolutely divine, and it's pretty sturdy. Again, one more time, the artwork is absolutely beautiful. So when you're reading it, and as you're reading the words that go with it, you really use your own intuition also in regards to the flower, the makeup, just everything speaks to you, right? And we've got Virgo, then it goes into the first house, second house, third house, Cancer. I just love all this artwork. And we have Capricorn with the horns. I love that. We have Gemini, the dual, Leo, the lion, Libra. We've got feathers with the Libra here. Pisces, Aquarius, Aries. And then we've got sextile, square, trine, conjunction, opposition, quincunx, and semi-sextile. And then on this deck here, again, it's got two different boxes, so I can go ahead and put those back in the box, nice and tight. And then with this, same thing, let's see what these are. So these are the planets. Venus, planet of love. And it gives the definition for that. So it's a great way to understand what each planet represents and their definitions, and then more knowledge we have in regards to astrology and where we are with the chart, and when the moon is full or when Mercury is retrograde, where is that in your sign? It's just a great way to get an understanding. Uranus, and we have the Numinous, which is the card of the mystery, the sun. So this is the card of the unknown, the unknowable, ESP, psychic abilities, the cosmos, universal truth, oneness, source, the unknowable, shadow work, inner knowing, tingling, ghosts, the worlds, space, enigmas, the occult, and intuition. It's just so beautiful. I'm hoping that the lighting is good enough for you guys to see. And then we've got Saturn. And again, it just goes through all of it, all the planets. And from the planets, then it goes into the houses. what the 12th house is, surrender, the 11th house, the edge, 10th is the reputation, and then we've got 9 is seeking. We have intimacy, the 8th house, relating in the 7th house. The 6th house is craft and passion here with the 5th house. And then, like I said, there was the other side was over here when it came to the planets, and the 3rd house, which is perception, assets for the 2nd house. 1st house is the self. 4th house is roots. And what a beautiful way to really get an understanding of the planets and when things are in conjunction. And if you're listening to astrology, or if you haven't had your chart done, this is a great way to, if you want to do it yourself, a great way for you to really learn about the houses and the planets and your own sign and other signs and the characteristics for each sign. And I'll be using this in one of my readings shortly, but I know that I just wanted to show the unboxing of this. If anybody was interested in doing your own astrology, again, it's a big box. It's got a beautiful 45 card astrology deck and guidebook that I just showed you. And it's a great way for you to really understand your own chart and to really understand what each sign of the zodiac, what each sign represents, both the light and the shadow aspects. And you can see how that affects you in your own chart. I'll be doing a love reading here shortly for all signs, and not in this one, but thank you for watching. Until next time, sending you love and light. Namaste.